Hello, my name is Salvador Almanza. I'm a career coach at the Lee Business School Career and Professional Development Office. Today we're going to talk about how to prepare your resume. What is a resume? A resume is a presentation of your skills and experience. For entry-level job seekers and recent graduates, your resume should be one page. A two-page resume would be used by job seekers with 5 or more years of work experience. The general sections of a resume are as follows: a header, education, work experience, activities, and skills. All of these sections should be bolded so that they'll stand out. Your resume header should include the following: your name, address, including at least your city, state, and zip code so the recruiters will know where you're located, your cell phone number, a professional email address, and if you're active on LinkedIn, a LinkedIn URL is recommended. How to format your contact information. Your first and last name will be on the first line and they'll be bolded. The font size should be larger than that of your resume content. Your resume content will be 11 to 12 in font size. Your name can be as large as 14 to 16. Your second line will be your address. Your third line will be your phone number, email address, and LinkedIn URL. The first section of your resume should be the education section. Your current university will be listed first. It'll be written University of Nevada, Las Vegas, then Las Vegas, Nevada as the location. Your degree title will be Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. This is the degree title for all students in Lee Business School. You'll add your major. If you haven't declared a major yet, you could add pre-business. Your GPA will be added if it's above a 3.0. You'll format your graduation date as shown on the slide. Do not include schools where a degree was not earned, such as if you're a transfer student but did not earn a degree from your previous school. High school information should be removed once you've completed your first year of college. Other items that can be added in this education section are Dean's List designations and scholarships. The next section of your resume following education is work experience. This section is the heart of your resume, and you want to make sure that you use clear headings to help guide recruiters through your resume, as well as to ensure it'll be parsed by the applicant tracking system. Under the main heading, list each job in reverse chronological order, meaning you list the most recent job first. Each job should have its own subheading that includes the following information: your job title, company name, the start and end dates of employment, including month and year. If you're presently employed in a position, you will have present or current as your end date. You want to add the location of the company, such as the city and state, or country if international. The first thing recruiters look at on your resume are the job titles and the caliber of the companies you've worked for. This format makes it easy for them to find that information, and our research has found that this sequence is also commonly compatible with most applicant tracking systems. Formatting your work experience. On the first line, you'll have your job title, which in this example is team lead. Across from that, on the right-hand side, is the starting month and year and ending month and year. If you're still employed in the position, then you would have present as the end date. Under the job title is the company name, which is Target. On the right, you'll write the location, which is Las Vegas, Nevada. This example has 4 bullet points. Each bullet point begins with a strong action verb. Listing 2 to 4 bullet points should be sufficient for most positions. This slide demonstrates how to format your skills section. The type of skills that belong in the skills section are software skills, such as a working knowledge of Microsoft Office, any databases or programming languages in which you may have experience. If you know more than one spoken language, you can also include your foreign language skills in a separate bullet point. Another bullet point would be certifications, including those earned on LinkedIn Learning. Lastly, you could also list military honors, leadership courses, or security clearances. In this slide, you can see how to format your on-campus involvement and volunteer experiences. It follows the same format as the work experience. You're going to include the name of the organization that you were a part of. You're going to include your starting and ending dates. Your volunteer experience will follow that same format, and additionally, it will also include a bullet point with the number of hours that you volunteered, as well as how often you volunteered, whether that was weekly or monthly, whatever it might be. In this slide, we'll cover some basic resume tips. As mentioned previously, the body of your resume should be 11 to 12 font size. It should have 1-inch margins on all sides. However, if your resume is spilling onto a second page, you can reduce the margins to 1/2 inch and your font size as small as 10. Don't use anything smaller than that because then it becomes very difficult to read. Use the same font style and size for consistency throughout your resume. Consistency on a resume is extremely important as it demonstrates attention to detail. Use strong action verbs when you're writing your bullet points. A 1-page resume is appropriate for undergraduate students. Your bullet points should be brief but informative. Do your best to quantify your bullet points when possible. Tell us about sales quotas met, customers served per day, amount of money managed, etc. Do not use pronouns such as I, me, my. Do not include references on your resume. References can be provided on a second document when requested. Do not include any personal information such as age, gender, a photograph, or hobbies. On this slide, you can see an example of what a management resume would look like. So this will be a resume for somebody that has maybe more than a year of work experience. As you can see, they don't list any high school information. But the formatting is similar to what we've covered in this presentation thus far. So they start with the education, they list their GPA, their Dean's List designation. All of the dates are aligned along the right-hand side. Under their work experience, they have quantified their bullet points so that you can see exactly how significant their achievements were. These bullet points that are quantified are highlighted in red, so you can see how you should do that on your resume as well. Under their skills section, they call out some skills that we mentioned earlier as well. So software skills, language skills, all of this should be included there. The volunteer experience is also formatted exactly like the work experience. You'll still have bullet points underneath explaining what you did and quantifying those achievements. This last slide contains information about how to contact our office should you have any questions. Our email address is leecareers@unlv.edu. You can also schedule a virtual appointment by logging into your Handshake account and following the prompts to schedule your appointment. You can schedule an appointment for resume and cover letter assistance, job search help, practice mock interviewing, career exploration, or just general career development questions. We look forward to hearing from you, and again, if you have any questions, please email us at leecareers@unlv.edu.